who is going to be relegated. It is one of the most exciting times in the Premier League season. I'm going to focus on the Premier League because this is where a lot of the entertainment comes around, is when you're looking at teams that are fighting for their life in the Premier League, and it's so exhilarating to watch and devastating if you're on the receiving end of a team that's going down into the Championship. So we've got a graphic here. We're going to start with the Premier League, and I'll brief you on who's fighting relegation in the other leagues. But I'm going to be honest, I love Premier League relegation more than anything, because also you get the fact that the Championship playoffs are the teams trying to come in to the Premier League. So at the moment it's very tight at the bottom, and it's tight so much so that our good friend the True Geordie over in Newcastle is pulling his hair out. Probably his beard hair will be coming out soon as well, because Newcastle are on the border of relegation at the bottom of this table. So he is panicking. So if you look here, there's about 4 or 5 teams left. With 2 games remaining in the Premier League, there is many teams that could falter, and there's many positions that can shift. This is why on relegation day, the last day, there's about 8 different guys on Sky Sports that tell you what's happening in each game and how each game can influence another. So Hull are the ones who are sitting in that final relegation spot at the moment. They're in 34 points. 2 points adrift of them are Newcastle. And look at Hull's last 2 fixtures. My God, they couldn't ask for 2 harder games. If anyone can pull it out the bag, I'm sure they can try and work something out. So they've got Tottenham away, hard game, and then Manchester United at home. So they for me at the moment are the favourites to go down. Next to them is Newcastle. You cannot say that Newcastle are not vulnerable to go down, because their form has been diabolical. They have been so bad in recent games. Their game against Leicester, if you watch the Geordie's recap of it, he sums it up. He's disgusted by their performance. They don't look like they want to stay in the Premier League. He even said, which I agree with, the team that went down many years back, which had your Joey Bartons, your Kevin Nolans, your Alan Smiths, players that fought for the jersey, they don't have anyone in there that does that anymore. There's no one in that team that wants to stay in the Premier League. I'm saying that with full confidence that people will agree. So if Newcastle, they have QPR away, who are already relegated. That's in their favour. Maybe a low morale QPR will allow Newcastle to get a win and stay up. West Ham at home's their last game. Sunderland, this is where it's interesting. Sunderland and Leicester, 36 points and 37. They play against each other. Leicester are at home in the next game. It's going to be a mouth-watering occasion. If Leicester win, they'll stay up for me. They are in a hot run of form after a 3-0 win against Newcastle. And then up there, the last team to mention is Aston Villa, who I would say are safe now, 4 points adrift. I don't think that Hull win both games. Aston Villa will drop both games away against Southampton and home against bottom of the table Burnley. I think they will win a game and stay up. And it'll be considered a successful turnaround from Tim Sherwood, because they were facing relegation under Paul Lambert, and that team are lucky to still be in the Premier League and owe a lot to Tim Sherwood and the performance of guys like Benteke and Agbonlahor and Delph, who upped their game towards the end of the season. So, of course, we're going to go to Spain straight away. At the bottom, it's tight as well. You've got Eibar, Granada and Deportivo all on 31 points. It's almost crazy to think that Deportivo, who are once a dynamic team who would put up a good fight in Champions League play and in UEFA Cup at the time, I remember Celtic faced them a couple of times in the UEFA Cup, are now fighting relegation, and their last 2 fixtures could almost drop them into relegation, because they have the informed Levante and the unbelievable Barcelona away from home in their last game. They could not have asked for a harder game at the end. Maybe they will hope that Barcelona will have won the league by then and will put out maybe a second-string team. Barcelona's second-string team is still so much better than Deportivo's, I'm afraid to say, and they may well go down. So they're going to struggle. Looking at the French league, you've got Evian at 37 points, Reims at 41, and Toulouse at 42, and they're all battling it out at the bottom of the French league. And the Bundesliga, at the bottom as well, fighting relegation, is Stuttgart, a team 3-4 years ago that were putting up a great fight in the Champions League as well. It's amazing how these teams turn around, where you've got Dortmund as well, who were at the bottom of the league the first half of the season, now found some rejuvenated form. Even though Jurgen Klopp might be moving, they will view it as a successful turnaround with a Europa League position almost guaranteed. So who do you guys think is going to go down? It's an exciting battle. I love relegation battles at the end of the season. We'll also be focusing on who's coming up into the Premier League and recapping everything that you guys need to know. Make sure to stay tuned to TYT Sports and subscribe.